Hey guys, here we are, back out of the bush. Well, we're always out bush, but you're back out bush with us. Today we're just having a look around a little bit of a reef. We did a bit of a post recently on melting some reef gold. It wasn't from this spot, but it was from a similar system that this is hooked, well, it's from the same system that this is hooked into, but it's a bit further away. But we're working a nice little patch here, and just wanted to show you what we do and how we look at it. So anyway, for starters, if we turn the camera around, we're on granites. So a lot of people say granites give no gold, or very low in gold, or are useless. Not true. Some of our top patches have been on granite, and you know, pretty boring looking stuff. But and the light, I don't know if the light would do you agree. The colours are so important, but the soil's got a pinkish salmony colour to it, and that's what granites do. They often just can give an orange, bright orange colour, but when you've got a lot of iron, me back, and some of the other minerals that we want hanging around, including calcium, calcium's making it a bit creamier. But anyway, the reason we're on this boring granites, and there's home and chain marks all around it, the reason we're on this is I just see up there, if you can see that, there's a bit of a bump up there, of a ridge line. That's the reef. It's right up there. That's it right there. So anyhow, let's go for a little bit of a walk. So we're down here. You can see these chain marks are bloody everywhere, because you know, there's a nice little jar of gold, and you know, these jars hold about 8 ounces. So I'm not going to say how much is in there. You do the figures, but it's okay. And a lot of it's been in this sandy looking boring gravel. Granites. But as we walk up the hill, things start to change. You know, we've got a lot more. I'll let you in. What we are on here is actually granites capped with basalt. So now we can see a lot of basalt coming in. All right. Whoops, this black volcanic rock. No. And then look, bang, as soon as we're up here, different, completely different. And we can see the granite starting to outcrop here now. It's all granite, but it's not just your boring old granite. It's mixed with heaps of calcium and lots of other things. And now we really start to get, you know, some nice rocks coming through. And now we are on the reef. So look at the colour changes here. You know, phones, cameras don't do justice to what you see here on the ground. They really don't. But over here, I mean, now we're getting all sorts of lovely quartz. That's where we were down there in that sandy stuff. All right. And this is my best estimate of where the gold came from. This is the reef. Again, this has been absolutely littered with gold down here. I've been absolutely crawling all over it, and getting bits of gold. Now, there's that line through there. It goes right the way. This thing runs a bit east-west-ish, but it's very hard to see in the ground on the thingy, but It's running through here. Camera work's probably terrible. See that white line through here. And look at the granites up here. Like I said, this is granites, but this is what's nice about this spot. Granites, yeah, you take it or leave it. But when they've got basalt mixed with them, they can be, that's nice. And, you know, this granite here is really heavily messed up. It's been cooked until the point of, it really doesn't do it justice, but there's defined bands of it, clear as day, that it's really heavily altered, and to the point that some of the granite is almost completely gone, and it's just completely cowcrete. It really is. And you can see this line, see, starting along there, right? It can be quite subtle if you just want to walk over them, or they can be quite clear if you really want to have a look at them. Look at this piece of granite here. Look at that slab. It's almost completely been converted to calcium carbonate, and yet the rocks just next door to it are starting to get back to ordinary looking granite, you know. And then right next to it, it's completely calcium carbonate, almost replaced again. You know, another sign. So just past this white line is another little reefy line up here. Okay, so if we go up here, I hope I can pick this up. There's bands of these things, you know, coming along here. There's another one. Very difficult to show you, but in parts, somewhere around here, it's going to make a liar of me. It's not what I'm looking for, but this granite turns from orange to blood red as well. You know, there's so clear defined lines of things going on. This whole ground's been cooked. It's just been really cooked. And this is the reef, you know, you're standing on it. There's nothing left of it. And basically the basalt's worn right the way down to granites. Granites come up actually under the basalt. I believe granites are formed, you know, when your basalts and that are tipped over, and seawater and sediment, sand, etc. gets forced down, it comes back up as granite, but granite's light, so it floats. And it can intrude other rocks. But anyway, this is a reef. This is where the salt and peppers come from. There's hardly any of it left here. It's just orange. It's just calcium, orange, granite, completely, what do you call it, weathered? Very heavily weathered. We can see this same line coming down through here again. You can sort of pick it up, comes through here, then it comes up here, and it goes into some old timers workings, which I first picked up obviously when I walked to this spot. Heads up to some old timers workings up there. You can see this clear band of it, eh? It's really clear. Oh, it's clear to me. I hope it is in the video. But anyway, we know that this is the source of gold. It's running this way. So we start on this shallow ground. As soon as we get a run, so got lots of little nuggets around here. So what do we see on the ground? Bang, 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 bang. Looks like an Olympic swimming pool. This place is like the Battle of the Somme. I've chained and chained and chained and chained and chained and chained and chained. And that chaining, so all the way down to see the big trees down the bottom. Now that's the contact point, according to geology maps, but that's not necessarily where we want to hang out. This is the really heavily weathered point, and it's between here and 2/3 the way down, where you really want to be. But once we find that, we've worked out that this is the source of gold, we're damn confident. We're picking up a little bits even right here on this shit, very tiny bits, but we chase them in lines all the way down, and then we'll go over there, pick up another bit, chase it all the way down. We've done this for hundreds and hundreds of meters, so People wonder how we get, you know, patches with gold like that. And, you know, the way we do it is hard work and chaining. You'll see it everywhere here. Anyway, so we established that this was our point of source. So we worked every little friggin' run all the way down there. And we might go down and have a look at some of them anyway. Okay. So here we go. Lines coming down the hill again from up the top up there. But something you start to notice is you'll pick up runs going down and it'll be nothing, and then again. Okay, key point. So if that's our hill, we've only walked down a bit, but we're chaining down this way, and as you come down, bang, see all this little bit of bedrock just outcropping here? It's just weathered bed, it's just weathered granites. But think of a a gold pan, and every riffle, one of these things is a riffle, and you'll start to see that along the side of a hill they'll form in actually like that, you know. Now just down there where the vegetation changes, it's often a clue. Every time that you see a little bit of grass and a few trees and then nothing, that's a riffle. So if we walk down, so what I'm trying to say is we've gotten all these runs going this way, but then we notice a pattern. When we plot all this at night, we notice a pattern. I'll try and draw it for you on the ground. Okay, so what the pattern we notice is, I'll go that way. You know, here's our hill, and the gold's coming down like that, okay? But it comes down, let's get rid of that. It comes down in dabs. Dab, nothing. Dab, nothing. It often does that. Dab, nothing. Dab, nothing. Dab, nothing. Right? And that's because if you look at the hillside on, you're getting these little points, like a gold pan, where it's like steps. They're dropout points. They're very, very subtle. But when you pick up on them, they're really easy to read. But anyway, as these fingers, starts off as a lump, breaks up, comes down in fingers down the slope. As these fingers come down, they give us another line, and every one of these settling points. So what I'm saying is we've found a run of, say, 30 nuggets down there, but then the next run's spaced out, and we found it here. And then the other one might be not till way over here, but the pattern is then there's a finger here. Then we turn around 90 degrees and we chain that section. So at each one of these skid stops, skid stops, skid stops, not only are we chaining that way, right, but when we hit one of these stops, that's a skid. When we hit a stop, we then chain that way. And we might pick up another little run and follow it that way. You see how this works? You can't chain the entire ground, but working efficiently in grids and stuff, you'll pick up crossword runs. And that's how we do it. That's how we do it. It's no real big secret. This is not showing off. We took 70 prospectors this year to this very spot and said, do not discount this hill. Lots of hot rocks, but there is gold. And after 70 prospectors being here, we're still able to get, not going to say what's in there, but nice little amount there. But if you think we've just gone a lot, nah, we work real hard for it. So, but it just goes to show, most people discounted this spot, and we told them not to, and that's okay. And some people got some gold here, but we're cleaning it up now, and to the best of our ability, and then we'll nick off. But it just shows our systematic working, and I'll just turn the camera around. Look, right here we're coming to another little look where there's a bit of grass, rocks, and then no rocks. That's another one of those riffles, and it'll be a point. You see chain marks. These chain marks will go forever. We've had a lot of rain, so most of them are almost impossible to see, but they go right to the creek, 200 metres. They go right to my van, and they go another 200, 300 metres that way. So we've been busy bodies. But again, you know, look, it's gotten all sandy or so. This is a dropout. Oh, look at that. Dig hole. And I'll throw in a little rock on that. I'll get rid of that because I don't like to leave that, but that was because I didn't mark it. But and again, look, bedrock just starting to pop out again. So we're getting these little, like the, you know, the big friggin' slippery slides I used to ride on as a kid at the fair with the Hessian bag. Every time you get one of them, you'll get a crosswood band. Gold. Happy days. Reefs. Up there, yummy. When I work them out, I love them. And granites, I love them too. So don't be discouraged by granites. Anyway, if you like this, subscribe and like and share, and we'll see you on the next one.